You! Welcome back. This is Coach Alex signing in, and the quote of the day is this: what you resist will persist. It's about the 5 steps to conquering your emotions forever, once and for all. You know why we're talking about this is simply because of this, right? All of you've heard from Coach Taco and myself many times, right? Real estate is a people business. When we say it's a people business, what we're really dealing with also is a whole lot of emotions. The real deal is, no one ever really taught us how to manage our emotions, how to process it, and how to keep it under control. Step number 1. When it comes to your emotions, what you really need to first do is acknowledge it. Now, this first step is where so many people struggle with, right? We talk about emotions when they're sad, when they're down, right? A lot of people refuse to acknowledge it, right? A lot of people do. And sometimes you see differences between men and women as well, right? Sometimes in men, when they basically express themselves, they do not want to basically express weakness, right? They do not want to show. So what do they do instead? They keep it inside. But this is not just limited to men, it's also women as well, right? And depending on our culture, our upbringing, right? We all have different ways of processing our emotions, but not consciously, subconsciously. So now, telling you now with first step, the first very step is about acknowledging it, understanding and saying, yes, fear, I see you, I hear you, I feel you, right? So that's the very first thing, acknowledge it. After all, the first quote, as you said it, right? What you resist will persist. Keeping that in mind. So that's the first step. Now the second step is about accepting it. That's right, accepting it. It is okay to feel like crap. It is okay to feel fearful. It is okay to get angry. It is okay to feel sad, right? It is perfectly okay. That's what it means to be human, because after all, human beings, we are emotional beings, right? So the second step now is to accept it and just say, yes, I am feeling this way, right? Don't resist it, because the more you resist it, the bigger it gets, the more it'll come back to you. It's as simple as that, right? Don't sweep it under the rug either, because it's only gonna grow, right? Like a monster under the bed, right? Basically, that's what it is. So that's basically a second step. Now the third step now is this: feel it. Allow yourself to feel these emotions, right? There is a saying: there is beauty in melancholy. Now, melancholy typically refers to sadness, anything that you're feeling very down, right? But there is also beauty in that. And I'm going to share this with you, this one line with you as well, right? You see now, everybody, when we go through the dips of life, the valleys of life. Now, the thing about that is, these are very important moments. You know that? Why? It's because only when we have tasted what it's like to be at the bottom can we truly taste how sweet it is, what it feels like to be at the top. And this is exactly the contrast, and this is exactly what makes life so amazing at the same time. But you see now, you have to ride it, right? You have to ride it, let yourself feel it. Again, it's perfectly fine, right? Now, the last 2 steps are gonna be the crucial ones. Step number 4, very big one, processing it. We do this step 4 subconsciously, and we don't specifically go to the right people. Now, you don't just speak to anybody. You have to find somebody who is generally more positive, who can give you a positive outlook on what you're going through. What I'm sharing with you now, this is a tool at how that you can manage your emotions. Because it's as simple as this, right? If you're feeling down, but you're going to talk to somebody who's, also feeling down, what's going to happen next? Negative plus negative, more negative, correct? And that's precisely it, right? It is not rocket science. It's about knowing very objectively how to manage your emotions right up here. And I'm gonna give you a big tip here. Sometimes even the people closest to you, like your own blood, right, family, are not exactly the best people to talk to, right? The problem isn't them. The The problem isn't you either, right? Everybody's on their own journey, but what matters to you right now is you need to be able to upkeep your mindset, right? Upkeep your emotions. So it comes down to finding the right person, right? Now, step number 5 is this. Once you've gone through the whole thing, solidify your experience with what you have learned from it. Because only when you have learned from it can you truly grow and ensure that this never happens again. Everybody, team, I just gave you a simple 5-step process at how to process your emotions, right? And right down to the end, but remember the last couple of steps now. Those important steps, it's all about bringing the right people together, making sure that we learn, and so that when we learn together, it's all about moving forward together. Got it? So, everybody, you got any thoughts? You know what to do. Put it down in the comment box below. Or better, just reach out to me. Reach out to Coach Taco. As always, we at PropCoach are here for you.